What are the top Halloween movies watched on October 31st? Streaming service Fandango now surveyed more than 1,000 movie fans about the films they were most likely to watch on Halloween night. They documented them for holiday movie enthusiasts everywhere. Not all of these movies are in the horror genre, but are beloved by fans of the Halloween holiday. Here are the movies that made the top 10 cut. Number 10, Practical Magic, released in 1998. Sally and Gillian Owens have always known they were different. Raised by their Aunt Frances and Aunt Jet, after their parents' death, the sisters grew up in a household that was anything but typical. Their aunts fed them chocolate cake for breakfast and taught them the uses of practical magic. But the invocation of the Owens sorcery carried a price. Some even called it a curse. The men with whom they fell in love are doomed to an untimely death. Now adult women with very different personalities, the quiet Sally and the fiery Gillian, must use all of their powers to fight the family curse and a swarm of supernatural forces that threaten the lives of all of the Owen women. Number 9, Psycho, released in 1960. Phoenix office worker Marion Crane is fed up with the way life has treated her. She has to meet her lover Sam in lunch breaks, and they cannot get married because Sam has to give most of his money away in alimony. One Friday, Marion is trusted to bank $40,000 by her employer. Seeing the opportunity to take the money and start a new life, Marion leaves town and heads towards Sam's California store. Tired after the long drive and caught in a storm, she gets off the main highway and pulls into the Bates Motel. The motel is managed by a quiet young man called Norman who seems to be dominated by his mother. Number 8, Edward Scissorhands, released in 1990. A kind inventor is almost finished piecing together his latest creation when fate prevents him from completing his most important project. Edward may seem dangerous, with scissors instead of hands, but when a compassionate Avon lady comes calling, it's clear that things are going to be changing for him after having been alone in the large empty mansion for so many years. Number 7, A Quiet Place, released in 2018. The Abbotts find themselves struggling to survive in the desolate urban jungle of New York City, defined by a new era of utter silence. Indeed, as this new type of invader is attracted to noise, even the slightest sounds could be deadly. However, it's been already 12 months since the powerful monster's first sightings, and this resilient family still stands strong. Of course, learning the rules of survival in this muted dystopia is essential. Nevertheless, now, of all times, an otherwise joyous event puts in jeopardy the already fragile stability. And now, more than ever, the Abbotts must not make a sound. Number 6, The Shining, released in 1980. A novelist, Jack Torrance takes a job interview as winter caretaker of the isolated, old, huge, and beautiful Overlook Hotel. Jack brings his wife, Wendy, and his son, Danny. It happens that Danny has a mysterious power known as The Shining. Danny meets Halloran, the hotel cook, in their first day arriving at the Overlook, who warns him about the hotel and the sinister room 237. As the days go by, Danny has visions. Meanwhile, Jack starts driving into insanity, turning more and more aggressive. At this point, Danny and Wendy are convinced that Jack might try to do something horrific. Number 5, Halloween, released in 1978. 15 years ago, 6-year-old Michael Myers brutally killed his older sister. The silent child was incarcerated in the Smiths Grove Sanitarium under the care of psychiatrist Sam Loomis. The town of Haddonfield had slowly begun to forget the tragic crime, until Loomis returns to the town to warn of Michael Myers' escape from Smith Grove. With Michael set on killing a group of high school students as well as his sister, Loomis seeks the help of the hesitant town sheriff to stop it before it's too late. Number 4, It, released in 2017. 7 young outcasts in Derry, Maine are about to face their worst nightmare. An ancient, shape-shifting evil that emerges from the sewer every 27 years to prey on the town's children. Banding together over the course of one horrifying summer, the friends must overcome their personal fears to battle the murderous, bloodthirsty clown known as Pennywise. Number 3, Beetlejuice, 1988. After Barbara and Adam Maitland die in a car accident, they find themselves stuck haunting their country residence and they are unable to leave the house. When the unbearable Dietzes and teen daughter Lydia buy the home, the Maitlands attempt to scare them away without success. Their efforts attract Beetlejuice, a rambunctious spirit whose help quickly becomes dangerous for the Maitlands and innocent Lydia. Number 2, The Nightmare Before Christmas, released in 1993. Jack Skellington is in a dark Halloween town all of the time and wants something a little more cheery to balance his life experience. He stumbles upon Christmas Town, and this is just what the doctor ordered. He is so elated with his new feelings that he tries to share them with his Halloween Town citizens. But the atmosphere is not conducive to Jack's newfound sensibility. Number 1, Hocus Pocus, released in 1993. After moving to Salem, Massachusetts, teenager Max Dennison explores an abandoned house with his sister Danny and their new friend Allison. After dismissing a story Allison tells as superstitious, Max accidentally frees a coven of evil witches who used to live in the house. Now, with the help of a magical cat, the kids must steal the witch's book of spells to stop them from becoming immortal. Although many of these movies are not truly a part of the horror genre, they are considered to be an accurate compilation of the top 10 movies watched during the Halloween holiday. Are any of these movies part of your Halloween watch list? Are there other movies you feel should have made the cut? Leave a comment below. Also, check out these other top 10 videos and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.